Hello and welcome back to my RC channel. I'm Andy RC and today it is indoor flying night and I've got a new product to check out. This is the ISDT UC4 and it's a strange one this because it's a product I'm not sure about and you're going to have to make your own decision whether it is something for you. Now ISDT is a premium brand and for my other batteries that are bigger than a 1S, I use the ISDT D2 and it is my favourite charger. I've used it for over a year and it's been plugged in constantly and had no problems. Now this one is unusual because it's a 1S charger but it only charges up to 4.2 volts per cell. Now with my Whoop batteries, that's actually what I charge mine up to. It's only in the reviews I charge them up to 4.35, which is a high volt. And really that is just to rescue the number of cycles that I can get through these batteries because charging them to a high volt can destroy the chemistry inside. But there are going to be some people out there who want to fly at a high volt because, you know, these batteries are fairly cheap and you get more performance out of them slightly and a slightly longer flight time. What's also unusual about this is the connector. It is a USB Type-C and you get given a lead in the package there, and we've also got some instructions as well. Now this thing is fairly cheap, but I'm not going to mention the price. I will link it in the below because the prices change all the time and the video will not age well if I do that. Now the problem with this is there are a wash of these one cell battery chargers. So my favourite one is actually this Ishin one here that came with the UK65 and I love it just because it's simple and it's got more connection options, especially for when I do indoor flying. So we have got a DC input there and we've got an XT60. Those are the only two that I use, but we have got a USB out as well, I think, but I've never used it. So this one you can plug in a 4S battery and it's got a little indicator, so it's saying 5 volts, so it's regulating the whole thing to 5 volts. Then it goes through all of the different channels and what their voltages are set at, and we've got these little dip switches here. So this one charges at either 0.2 amps or 0.6. This one is different and I'll talk a bit more about that later. But this guy I really like and is cheaper than this guy. But anyways, yes, it tells you the voltage going in as well. So the battery voltage of this, which is very handy for field charging. So yeah, I'll link to all of these in the below. Now we've got these other bigger chargers here as well, and these have got more connections. This is the EV charger, but it is more expensive than this and this. So yeah, I use this one sometimes. We've got a dip switch here to change it from Lipo to high volt, but this one's only got DC input. It does have a fan and it does up to 1 amp. So if you really do want to fast charge these batteries, yes, you'll get less cycles out of them, but you can do a higher current rate than this cheaper one here. But you can see, yeah, we've got Molex, we have got JST, we have got PH2, and then we've got 1.25 pitch JST as well. So that's the EV Peak one. And then we have this other one here. This one is called the UPS6AC. And this one also has all of those connections on there. So we've got JST, we've got 2mm PH, and then we've got 1.25 pitch, and we've got Molex, which isn't really used anymore. That was back in the Hubsan days. This also does up to 1 amp, but you can see we've got an XT60, so also great for field charging. Anyways, that's enough about the others on the market because there are absolutely loads. Let's talk more about this and what is different about it. So the thing that is different about this is that if you plug in a what they call quick charge, I think, which I have got here, then you can quick charge your batteries. Now it says in the instructions here that if you just plug in a normal 5-volt supply, then it will just charge at 0.5 amps. But it says here when the light is white, then the current setting is 0.5 amps, and then when it is cyan, so I think I have to press it for a couple of seconds, so there you go, cyan, that is 1 amp, and then another one we should get a purple light, and that's 1.5 amp, and then if it's showing red at any point, there's a problem with the battery or it's overcharged or something like that. So then we have green light, and it says here after power on, the green light turns from steady to flash for 2 seconds, indicating that the input power supports QC protocol, so that's quick charge. So let's see if that is the case. So I'll disconnect it and then reconnect it. So we've got green light, and then we should get a flash, and we are doing so. Yeah, this is a quick charger 4, I think. So yeah, that is the gimmick, I guess, or selling feature with this, is that you can charge at 1.5 amps, but really that's not much different, and I still think I'm going to be using this guy. What is a good thing though is that they have given me a load of batteries. Check out all of these that they have given me. So these are 250 milliamp, and then they've given me these ones as well, and these are for the Emax Tiny Hawk. Let's see what happens when we start plugging in these batteries. In fact, I'm going to plug in the bigger batteries there because it'll do less damage. So we have got a flashing light, and those flashing lights mean something, it says here. So it says the orange light, when we get one flash, the battery capacity is less than 40%, and then when it is 2 flashes, so I'm getting 2 flashes at the moment, then it is between 40 and 70%, and then 3 flashes is 70% to 100%. So it does tell you, I guess, when your battery is getting close to being charged. But I guess you'd have to have like a power bank, and then that needs to support quick charging, and even though this device is small, it's going to be quite the setup if you want to have the quick charging. And yeah, you can only do 4 at a time, and as I say, it's limited to pH2, so 2mm JST. So this one here, we've got 1.25 pitch, and we also have got the 2mm pH as well. Anyways, the batteries that they have sent, these are the 250 milliamp 1S with the 2mm pH connector, and they are 40 to 80C. These are going to be brilliant with my Mobula 7, or Mobula 7 as I've heard some people call it. And then these ones are a direct replacement for the Emax battery, and they weigh exactly the same, and the fitment is exactly the same. So it's a 450 milliamp battery, same brand, so UAV, and they are 50 to 100C. And if you take a look, we've got the Tiny Hawk here, and fits in there perfect. So let's get and do some flying.
It's bigger than hip hop, hip hop, hip just like me and you. When the smoke and camera disappear again, the real world is bigger than all these fake ass records. Way folks got the millions and my sisters disrespected. If you check 1, 2, my word of advice to you is just relax. Just do what you got to do. If that don't work, then kick the fact. If you a fighter, rider, by the flame, ignite a crowd excited. Or you wanna just get high, then just say it. But then if you a lie, pants on fire, wolf cry, agent with a Y, I'm gon' know it when I play it. It's bigger than hip hop, hip hop, hip hop, hip. It's bigger than hip hop, hip hop, hip hop, hip hop. Who shot Tupac? If we don't get them, they gon' get us all. I'm down for running up on them robots in they city hall. We ride for y'all, all my dogs stay real. You don't think these record deals gon' feed your season, pay your bills because they not. Them see get a little bit of love and think they hot. Talk about how much money they got, dawg. Y'all records sound the same. I'm sick of that fake thug R&B rap scenario all day on the radio. Same scenes in the video, monotonous material. Y'all don't hear me though. These record labels slang our tapes like dope. You can be next in line and sign and still be writing rhymes and broke. You rather have a Lexus or justice, a dream or some substance, a beamer, a necklace or freedom. See if they like me don't play or hate. I just stay awake. This real hip hop and it don't stop till we get them robots off our block. They call it hip hop, hip hop,